4:36, and right now a stomach illness spreading across the country. It's called psychosplorasis. It's affecting more than 840 people across 31 states. They've now come down with this gastrointestinal disease, including right here in Connecticut. And now health officials trying to track down where it's all coming from. Your reporter Sierra Jordan live in Cromwell with a look at what health experts want you to take a look for. Good morning, Sierra.
Good morning, Caitlin. This is not your typical stomach bug. This parasite is caused by, this illness is caused by a parasite, and this has been linked to eating contaminated food or drinking contaminated water, and previous outbreaks have been linked to fresh produce. The CDC says there have been 23 confirmed cases here in Connecticut since May, but health officials believe the real number is likely much higher. Nationwide, more than 840 cases have been reported across 31 states, with 86 people hospitalized. Symptoms of psychosplorasis can range from mild to severe depending on how much of the parasite a person ingests. They include diarrhea and nausea and can last anywhere from days to weeks. But here's what makes this tricky. Some people show no symptoms at all, which makes it harder to track down and contain. Health officials have not yet found the source of this outbreak, but in the meantime, Hartford healthcare officials say there are simple steps you can take right now to protect yourself.
Take precautions with your fruit and your produce. We give the same advice when people go overseas that, you should always peel something, you should always boil something. Things that you can't cook or peel, you want to make sure that they are rinsed thoroughly, and you always wash your hands, of course.
And if you're feeling sick or concerned about spreading this to others, see a doctor. Antibiotics can be prescribed. And coming up in the next half hour, we'll tell you exactly where this parasite can be found. Your reporter live in Cromwell, Sierra Jordan, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.